I will warn you in advance, he is very, very talkative. This guy's been with me quite a while. He's actually 18 years old. I've known him since he was an egg. Everybody go ahead and say hello to Congo. Now Congo is what's called an African auger. Now the African auger is sometimes considered the African red tail. They are considered the African red tail for two main reasons. One, as you can see, he has a nice thick red tail, just like our red tail here in North America. The other reason is that this is the most common bird of prey on the African continent, just like the red tail is the most common bird of prey here. Now, the auger actually hunts a little differently than the red tail. The red tail here in North America, mainly, you'll see them sitting alongside the road, usually in a tree, on a sign, power lines, power pole, whatever. These guys actually don't hunt like that. You'll notice he's got rather deep, broad wings and a relatively short tail. What these guys do is they go up really, really high in the sky and they catch what's called a thermal wind. You'll see vultures flying around on those thermals, right? They'll use their tremendous eyesight to seek out their prey over the vast open expanses of Africa. Now, once they find their prey, a bird like this will do something utterly amazing. They'll actually fold their wings and fall out of the sky, just like a falcon. Now, when they get down to an altitude of about 40 or 50 feet, they'll actually throw these big wings right back open again, and using that extra speed, chase down and overtake his prey. This sometimes gives a bird like this the ability to take prey 3 times their size. These guys are one of the most aggressive birds of prey on planet Earth. They also have another little habit that they like to use occasionally, is sometimes they'll spot another bird of prey that has successfully already caught something flying away, and what they'll do is this bird will get chased. They'll fly off after the other bird of prey, and at the last second, using their relatively short tail, they'll actually flip themselves completely upside down, reach right up with their own feet, and snatch the food from the talons of the bird above them, and then fly away, right? Sometimes that backfires on these birds, but for the most part, it works very, very well for them. Now, Congo is one of 42 African augers currently here in the United States. About 20 some odd years ago, the gentleman that I was working with, we found out that the African auger was actually in a pretty steady population decline. So we petitioned 5 different African governments. We got permission to go over there and trap multiple pairs of these birds, bring them back into North America to be able to breed these birds in captivity. So that if God forbid something would happen, we would not lose these birds from the face of the earth. Now, Congo was actually, his egg was the first one laid actually in the Western Hemisphere, so it was kind of a big deal. So at that point, we made the decision to raise this bird by hand. That's the main reason that he is as talkative as he is. For indeed, Congo is what's called an imprint. He has no idea that he's a bird of prey. Right? He likes to think of this as an obnoxious older brother that's been bossing him around his whole life. Right? A lot of people usually ask me about that sound. They go, what's that sound mean? Well, I myself am very fortunate. I'm very familiar with that sound. I have 4 older sisters. Thank you, 8 people. None of them are here. I can't get triplets, right? That sound basically means look at me, look at me. I am way more important than anything else you got going on. Right? Now, Congo is what's called a dark phase auger. If you guys happen to have a chance to come on up and check out the Royal Aviary right over the hill, you will see that I also have a light phase female auger. Right? Now, in the bird of prey world, the females are up to 2/3 larger than their male counterparts. Ulysses, or Congo here, literally, he's kind of a big bird. However, Sia is about twice his size. He's got about a 3-foot wingspan. Her wingspan is very, very close to 5 feet. Now, can everybody see how big his feet are? Yes. These big feet, this guy can actually generate well over 350 pounds of pressure per square inch. Basically, what that means is if he would sew shoes, he could run these talons right through my bare hand like a hot knife through butter. You want to know how I know? That's right, he was my sister. And I said, now, every day for a bird of prey in the wild is truly a life or death struggle. They have to be ready to change with their ever-changing environment. To show you guys how adaptable this bird should become in the wild to be able to survive, I now need the assistance of 8 adult volunteers, 4 of the adult male variety and 4 of the adult female variety. When I call you 4, just come out to my good friend Eric, he'll take good care of you. My lady right there,